So this is the tic-tac-toe game output. Let me show how it works. We'll click on start to start the game and the game begins. You will see 3 by 3 grid, and we have designed a game such that the first player has to pick circles, and to place the circle we'll press O button on your keyboard, and the next player will it's next player's turn. So the next player will definitely have cross. To make cross we'll use X. Then, as you can see, this is overlapping on the grid. So we have made these sprites draggable. You can drag these sprites and place it in its original or whatever desirable position that you want. The next turn is of circles. Even if you press cross, you won't be able to make crosses. So the automatically next turn is given to the player who has circles. So let me place circle over here. Now it's turn for the crosses. Now, if the player with circles makes another circle over here, that player wins. So I have to block that position, and hence I'm placing cross over here. And this is how the game continues. The next is O again, then the cross, and here the player has won because the player has managed to make all the 3 crosses in a row. So that's how the game works. If you make 3 symbols of the same kind in a row, it could be either this diagonal, or it could be any horizontal row, then that particular player wins. Now let's see how it works. Let me show you the code. It's still loading. And you might have noticed that the symbols are placed wherever the cursor is, wherever the mouse pointer is. So you have to put that mouse pointer to particular location in the grid and press either X or O. So here is the code. There is a title screen block used to mention what is this game all about and what to do to play the game. Then there is a start button, and whenever we click on the start button, the game begins. So there is an event that has been used. Now, these sprites have been created. You can draw sprites. So one is of this grid, then the next is of a circle, and the third is of the cross. So these 3 sprites need to be created or drawn by the player, or by the coder, or by the student. You can also set the grid size to 400 to make it occupy the entire screen. Then we want the player to play, 2 players to play alternatively. So if one player makes circle, the other player has to make crosses. We cannot make both the players place circles one after other or crosses one after other. And to make that condition, we have used if blocks. So this is the differentiator. Let me explain it to you. So the first condition is that if number of circles and number of crosses are equal, then make this player use circles to place a circle, and then there is also a sound added. And if this circle is misplaced or overlapping with some grid or another symbol, then it has to be draggable, and hence we have added a behavior to that sprite. And the next condition is when the number of circles and number of crosses are not equal, then the next player can play. So this is basically the distinguisher or the differentiator for these players to play alternatively. Now, as per this code, the first player begins with a circle. You can replace this by cross, and then the game would begin with the crosses. So you explain these if conditions and why they are used and how they work. And let the student program this game and have fun playing with it. And this game can be shared with friends and other people so that 2 players can also play. Even one player can continue to play and try to challenge himself or herself.